Well, hey, Selma community. This is an episode of Talk Soup. And I'm Dr. Avis Williams, your superintendent. And of course, I have Courtney Washington, our amazing community engagement specialist. And Courtney, I miss Talk Soup.
I do too, Doc. I'm so happy to be back again on
Yeah.
the platform and reaching out to our parents, our scholars, and our community. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to doing this weekly. We've got so much happening this summer and preparing for the next school year, and definitely want to make sure we're communicating and letting everyone know about all of the moving parts that is summer in Selma City Schools for
Yes,
Team
yes.
Selma. You know, people think we don't do anything in summer, but summer is actually extremely busy time of year for us.
It's always busier than the school year.
In some ways it is, you're right. And like right now we've got our Excel summer learning, and that's excelling in summer enriched learning.
Yes,
And we've got over 800 scholars that are participating in our summer learning.
right. That's an excellent, excellent problem to have.
Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to our families and our scholars who are here.
Yes.
And I saw a lot of smiling faces, a few, a little salty, I guess, from some of our scholars that maybe there's something else they'd rather be doing than being in school. But we are so glad that they are here and that they're taking advantage of this amazing learning opportunity.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, with the pandemic, there was that concept called the COVID slide, which is about learning loss that may have happened during the process of that year of the pandemic. And, of course, from some of it from being remote learning and not having that robust in-person learning. But then even when you think about the stress and the anxiety that we were all under during the pandemic,
Exactly.
all of that could impact learning. So kudos to our families who are taking advantage of summer learning this summer.
And kudos to our scholars again for sticking it through. I'm sure, like you said, they would rather pick up on that their Xbox or any games that they may have.
Yeah.
Pick up on some sleep, but it was exciting to visit some of the classrooms to see them actively.
Yeah, I completely agree. Absolutely. Yeah, and so another thing that we're working on this summer is Saints Virtual Academy. Now to be clear, this is not your pandemic virtual school or virtual learning. This is going to be a full virtual academy for grades 6 through 12. Registration is available now, or applications rather are available now for grades 6 through 12. And we're excited about serving scholars from throughout the Black Belt.
Right. Doc, what about the Saints Virtual Academy? Why should our families choose the Saints Virtual Academy?
That's a great question. Our tagline is where you own your own learning. And virtual learning is not for everyone. Let's be clear about that. And we know that we had a lot of scholars who needed to be in person during the pandemic and need to be in person for the upcoming school year. But we also had scholars who thrived, those who are independent learners and maybe want to take some additional advanced classes that we may not offer face-to-face. The great thing about it is, as a member of our Saints Virtual Academy, our scholars and families will still have full access to clubs and sports, and they'll also have access to teachers. So what makes Saints Virtual Academy different from a lot of virtual schools is that our teachers will be right here. So if I'm a parent, I can actually make a conference with a teacher, just like I would if my child was participating in traditional in-person learning. So and that's a huge advantage. And so we're certainly excited about that and looking forward to sharing more through Talk Soup in the coming weeks.
And for our families interested in registering for the Saints Virtual Academy, you can do that today on our website, and that's selmacityschools.org. And you can see across our homepage, it'll lead you directly to the Saints Virtual Academy. And if you have any questions, you can reach out now to either one of us or to Mrs. Rowden. SVA@selmacityschools.org. So we do have an email address set up for that. And so send us your questions, your concerns, and we will be very responsive to you. So yeah.
Yeah, that is fantastic, and it's free. Let's
Free.
say that. Maybe we should have led with that. It is free,
Right.
and devices will be provided for scholars who need a device. So
Right.
definitely a great opportunity just to provide choice to our families. I think that's what makes it a unique opportunity and a celebration for us to be able to provide that choice.
I'm excited about it. I so wish, and again, I say this often, that these opportunities were available
Yeah.
as a scholar throughout Selma City Schools, throughout my years at Selma City Schools. So
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, so did you see in the news recently that Selma and Dallas County are once again listed as the fastest shrinking city and county in the state?
Unfortunately, but yes.
Yeah. And so, what that means for us is that our goal of right sizing becomes even more imperative.
Mhm.
And as you all probably know, our Board of Education did vote to close Knox. And so Knox is officially closed for the upcoming school year. Now,
Mhm.
the good news for our families of Knox is that they actually get the opportunity to choose between four other schools. They can attend the Clark Social Justice Academy, Edgewood, which has an Academy of Commerce and Entrepreneurship, Metaview, which has a STEM lab, and it's called the Lions Lab, so a STEM academy, or Payne, which has a STEAM academy. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math, and STEAM adds that A for arts. So, you know, it's really a great opportunity for our families coming from Knox to be able to select one of those amazing academies. And then we're going to provide transportation if that's needed. And I know we've got information on our website for all of that.
Yes, and again, all this is on our homepage. You can go scroll across the top of the homepage and click directly there. And we've also, in the spirit of remaining transparent, have our timeline already there.
Mm-hmm.
Just for school choice, and then we'll provide the transportation information soon, so parents can see the map of the route and sign up for that transportation. So everything is there on the Selma City Schools website.
Mm-hmm. And I just want our families to know that that was not an easy decision. You know,
Right.
2 years ago, in the process of right sizing, we did close. Our board voted to close Cedar Park and combined Cedar Park with Edgewood. And then we also closed Byrd Early Learning Center, and our pre-K babies are now at Kingston. And so this is just continuing the efforts to right size our district, which is part of our strategic plan. And so it is an intentional effort to make sure that we're able to capitalize on the spaces that we have for learning, but also direct our funding as efficiently as possible into the classroom.
Right.
You know, one of the things that we mentioned when we met with families about right sizing, what right sizing is and what it is not downsizing.
Right.
You know, no one's losing their jobs because of this. You know, teachers will be shifted as needed, and we did give teachers choices in terms of grade levels and schools, and made every effort. And we're pretty successful in making sure people are going to be, our team members are going to be in schools that they wanted, and definitely want to do the same with our families. So giving our families that option to choose between those four schools, and again, keeping in mind that each one will open this year with a robust learning academy with a very specific purpose. And I'm excited about that.
Me too.
You know, and I think if I was an elementary scholar, I don't know which one I would pick. I mean, there's going to be so much benefit for each one.
Yeah.
And, you know, just an interesting way to learn. And, you know, this upcoming year, we're having to implement the Literacy Act, the Alabama Literacy Act. And so I'm excited to see how all of our elementary schools will infuse literacy into those academies, and the variety of opportunities that our scholars will have to read and write and speak and listen, and all of those great things around literacy within those academies. But I digress. With our Knox families, please check out the website, and you'll also be getting a letter within the next week indicating this same information, and also how you can go ahead and select the school of your choice and indicate your transportation needs.
Right. So like you, Doc, I'm excited about the opportunities that those academies afford. And I'm also excited about the partnership opportunities that we have.
Yes.
discussions with some partners about getting into our schools and making sure that our scholars are aware of the possibilities in STEAM, entrepreneurship, and social. So this is very exciting.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because yeah, with each of them, there are so many opportunities for partnership. You know, we had a meeting just recently with the Equal Justice Initiative and talked about partnering with the Clark Social Justice Academy. And I know the arts community has to be excited about the A in STEAM. And, you know, there are so many children entrepreneurs out there that can contribute to the work that's happening at Edgewood and the Entrepreneurship and Commerce Academy. And of course, with STEM at Meadowview, there are a lot of opportunities to look at workforce and explore the variety of careers that are possible in the STEM field as we prepare our babies to be successful through the rest of their schooling here and beyond.
And that's what I was just going to say. I like that we're starting early, making it an Academy of Academic Excellence within our elementary schools. By the time you reach the 6th grade, you kind of have an idea of your path.
Right.
Set up your pathway, your learning path based off of that. You know, you have, I want to go to college or directly to career, and we'd be able to, through our mentoring program, Project Safe, with someone to both check on them to make sure they are still on their path, both personally, academically, but then to also give them some ideas about possible career paths. So I'm
That's right. Yeah. You know, and you mentioned Project Safe. That's a future topic for Talk Supt too.
Yes. I just kind of dropped that tidbit there.
I see what you did there. I like it. But yeah, so please, Knox families, check out the website and that information. Look for a letter from me within the next week or so. And we certainly want to support you as we move forward into the upcoming school year.
Yes. So, we've covered the summer learning, Saints Virtual Academy, Knox closure, but I do have a few announcements if we have time for that.
Absolutely. We love announcements and shout outs.
Yes. So really the main announcement that I have now is that first, our summer learning registration is now closed at this point. We do have on our website, selmacityschools.org, a list of summer enrichment opportunities offered to our scholars, all scholars throughout the city of Selma, and that has been shared on our Facebook page as well. So you can visit our Facebook, Selma Schools, or our website to see those summer enrichment opportunities. And some of those, they may have some registration processes in place, and it may require a fee, and some may be free. Like the library, they have different resources or schedule that they push out each week, and so we make sure to stay connected and to share theirs. But like Gospel Tabernacle also has a program happening in the YMCA, which leads me to our shout out. I wanted to shout out the Selma Dallas County YMCA. They were on for another talk that we had earlier in May about us partnering with them, but still just wanted to bring that the partnership has started with the aftercare, and we have about 75 plus scholars there with them from 2 to 4. So I just wanted to shout out the team at the YMCA for partnering with us and being part of our scholars learning.
Yeah, that is awesome.
It is.
And I'm glad you mentioned summer enrichment opportunities, because, you know, it is about enrichment. It's not just about remediation or you know, promotion and that type of thing. Although, you know, we can help with that as well, but it's enrichment. And, you know, and I think it's enriching for our scholars to have that opportunity with the YMCA too, because I know they've got some amazing programs and activities for our scholars to participate in. And maybe they'll run off some of their energy before they get home, which might be another benefit. I don't know.
Right, just give them the whole day and then let them be tired when they get home, because I know they have the many opportunities, activities, for them to do that will keep them active.
Yeah.
I did have another announcement about our summer feeding. Sites are Clark Elementary, Edgewood Elementary, Payne Elementary, R.B. Hudson STEAM Academy, as well as Selma High School. And you can pick up grab and go meals from 8 to 12, Monday through Thursday. And that does include breakfast, lunch, and a snack. And you do still get a meal for Friday with your Thursday pickup. And grab and go meals are open to any student 18 years or younger throughout the city of Selma. You do not have to be enrolled with Selma City Schools to join one of our grab and go locations to pick up the meal. And it is grab and go, so you have to grab and go.
And go.
We don't want to kick you out, but we still are playing it. Everything's safe, so everything for you. And then some of it is curbside, so they still are bringing the meals out to you to your car. So we still to participate in our summer feeding. It is for you, so please go to one of those sites. Again, that's Clark, Edgewood, Payne, R.B. Hudson STEAM Academy, as well as Selma High, Monday through Thursday from 8 to 12.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm so glad that we're able to continue serving our scholars. Eating and feeding doesn't stop because school is out. So yeah, we definitely encourage our families to take advantage of that. And so I think this is just about a wrap. Now you mentioned that we're still being safe, and I know you meant we're being dope.
Yeah,
we're still doing our part every day. And it's not just about COVID, it's about just doing our part to make our community better, doing our part to contribute positively to our community. But certainly it is about staying safe in light of the pandemic, because I'm excited that we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm excited that we will have something close to a normal school year next year, I think. But we also have to remember to be vigilant, and Selma City Schools does still have a mask requirement as you're entering our buildings, and we just ask that you continue to be dope and keep doing our part every day. And we're also looking forward to partnering with Rural Health to provide vaccinations for our scholars.
Definitely.
So we'll certainly have more. Go ahead.
I was about to say we will start sharing that information later this month about those locations. Yeah.
Good. Well, all right. Well, we appreciate you tuning in to Talk Supt. We look forward to having many more discussions and sharing much more about what's happening with Team Selma. And keeping in mind, our theme is one team, one voice, committed to excellence. And you're a part of that team, and we appreciate you, and we're so grateful for your support, and look forward to continuing to serve the Selma community. So until next time, have a great day, be safe, and stay dope.
Bye, Team Selma.
Bye-bye.